Batman, the Brave and the Bold, directed by Andy Muschietti and written by Christina Hodson. Well, anyway, that's the rumor. So, yeah, once again, here I am at Cosmic Book News. And that's the rumor that Andy Muschietti will get Batman. Now, he's already directed 2 Batman, possibly 3, in The Flash. And so that aspect of it, I do believe. And maybe the deal has not been set in stone just yet, but I think they're seriously considering Andy Muschietti. Earlier, before the new DC Studios was formed and the DCU and all that, there was talk of him possibly getting a shot at Justice League. And who knows? That might still happen, but right now there's no Justice League plans. But there is a Batman plan with him and Damian Wayne and all that stuff. I don't know. So anyway, the article goes into the scoopers, Humberto Gonzalez again, talking about all this. So there's a good likelihood that this is real. As for Christina, well, she did Bumblebee, which I never watched, but a lot of people did like it. That's the only positive I've heard. She did Birds of Prey. Ugh. Oh, and I unfortunately did see that. It was horrible. Now, that might not be totally her fault. How much was changed by the time it gets in front of the camera? Well, you know, it's anyone's guess. Then there's Batgirl. Well, the only thing good I heard about that was that Brendan Fraser was really good at it. Everything else was bad. It was all negative, that it looked cheap and looked like a CW show and all this type of stuff. So, but, you know, never got to see it, so who knows. But not seeing a whole lot of positives here for Christina. But she keeps getting work, and this will be the biggest yet that she's gotten to do. So, you know, we'll see. But, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so as of this article, it says James Gunn hasn't touched upon the rumors, which usually he does. But, you know, then again, he was saying, probably giving it too much attention that it deserves and all this sort of stuff. But anyway. So the official description offers Batman, the Brave and the Bold. The DCU will introduce its Batman and Robin in this unusual father-son story inspired by Grant Morrison's comic series. Well, again. Now, it did run for a while, and it's been a while, so I mostly remember the initial run by it, which was really good. It was interesting. But there's a problem here. And everyone's addressed it. They keep using, even James Gunn used this image as, you know, the vibe they're going for and everything. That's not Bruce Wayne in the suit. This is Damian. That's Damian. But that's not Bruce Wayne. It's Dick Grayson. Because at the time that this series debuted, they believed Bruce Wayne was dead. He'd been killed by Darkseid. Actually, he was sent back in time and blah, blah, blah. It's a long-winded story. But Dick Grayson took over, and it was an interesting dynamic between the two of them, as Damian was the little asshole, and Dick Grayson was the more mature, but also sociably likable Batman, unlike Bruce Wayne. The thing about Bruce Wayne and Damian is that they're kind of the same character, just at different ages, which, you know, you can work through that too, and it's also, you could do narratives where Bruce Wayne is becoming more aware of his own flaws, seeing them in his son and all that sort of stuff. But with Dick Grayson and Damian, and actually they made a much better team, and I thought Dick Grayson was a better mentor to Damian than Bruce Wayne was. And it probably the best thing would have been to give Damian a new character name. And he becomes the sidekick for Dick Grayson as Nightwing, you know? And they could have continued that partnership there. But for me, that was the best of this. But then Bruce Wayne comes back, he's Batman, and takes on Damian because Damian's his son and all that. It all makes sense, but it just wasn't as interesting as it was between Dick Grayson and Damian. So yeah, unless that's the untold story here is they're going to introduce their DCU with a seemingly dead Bruce Wayne, which, if you had continued Zack Snyder's, that's exactly what would happen. Batman was to die at the end of that story with battling Darkseid and all that. And then, but they would have to reveal that Dick Grayson is, after all, alive. And then he takes Batman's place in the new universe. That wasn't the plan, no. But it's funny how that ends up. And with also with a Bruce Wayne who has a son and all that, then you wouldn't really necessarily need all that young of an actor to play Bruce Wayne. You would have a character who could pull off more of the fatherly character, which is also odd. Why does Superman have to be much younger than Henry Cavill when he too could be a father to his son with Lois, and she's pregnant at the end of Justice League and all that? So, weird, and kind of stupid. But I don't know, maybe they'll pull it off. But basically, this James Gunn likes Damian Wayne because he's a little son of a bitch. And that's true. He is a son of a bitch because Talia is a bitch. So anyway, that's what he's going for, is Batman having to rein in his idiot, crazy son. Well, he's not an idiot, but he's pretty close to evil sometimes, but ultimately wants to be redeemed and find respect in the eyes of his father, which in the comics is pretty much done, but it's still, it's a difficult thing considering how 10 years of his life was raised by the League of Shadows assassins. So, yeah, it's going to be some trouble. But anyway, whatever. That's what they're doing. Can Christina craft a script for that? Well, I haven't seen evidence of that in the projects I've seen her do, but it's the first time for everything. And Andy Muschietti, well, I'll see what The Flash does and how well he handled the Batman of that movie. And so far, as per this rumor, it seems Warner Brothers is impressed with his ability of handling that and thought, hey, this guy could do a Batman movie. So I'm leaning towards, certainly with Andy Muschietti, that this is probably going to be true. Anyway, there you go. Batman, the brave, and the bold.